But here's the final question. Do you finish them? Do you step in, deliver the final merciless blow? Or do you let them linger, let them stew in their own torment, let them rot inside the prison of their own mind? Because this is the true art of destruction. Not the quick kill, not the explosion, no. The greatest downfall is the one that happens in slow motion. The world watches as their once unshakable presence decays. The whispers of colleagues, the pitiful glances, the silent judgment, and the realization they are no longer feared, no longer powerful. They are weak, they are broken, they are lost. And when that moment comes, when they look into the mirror and no longer recognize the reflection staring back, that, my dear, is when you know you have won. Tell me, how does it feel? Oh, I know that look in your eyes, that fire, that glow. You're not satisfied yet, are you? No, you don't just want to win, you want to savor it, stretch it out, watch them writhe in their own self-inflicted agony. Because this is power. Not the kind that can be stolen, not the kind that can be inherited. No, this is true power. The power of domination. The power to look into the eyes of someone who once held the world in their hands and know with absolute certainty that their fate now rests in yours. And now, they wait, trapped in the anticipation of your next move. A final strike, another whisper, or nothing at all. Because the worst kind of torment isn't pain, it isn't destruction, it's uncertainty. And the truth? You don't have to do anything. You could walk away right now, and the damage would keep spreading. Because once doubt takes hold, it never lets go. Even if they somehow piece themselves back together, they will never be the same. Because forever, lurking in the shadows of their mind, will be you. The ghost they can never outrun, the whisper they can never silence, the wound that will never heal. So tell me, my deliciously dangerous friend, was this about revenge? About proving a point? Or was this about something greater? Because when you destroy the mind of someone powerful, you absorb their power. Their collapse fuels your rise. Their fear feeds your legend. And now, whether they like it or not, you are the most dangerous force they have ever encountered. And the worst part, they will never, ever be sure if you're finished with them. Now that is what I call power. My wickedly perceptive disruptor, you stand at the precipice of something far greater than mere destruction. You see, tearing down an empire, fracturing a mind, unweaving the fabric of control, that is only the beginning. The real power, the real art, is in what comes next, because now, the battlefield is no longer theirs. It is yours. The stage has been set, the game rewritten, and the shattered mind before you, they are no longer the master of their fate. You are. They wake up, drenched in cold sweat, suffocating under the weight of uncertainty. Every flicker of light, every whispered conversation, every fleeting shadow, all of it is a potential specter of you. They've become a prisoner inside their own mind, a puppet tangled in their own strings, twitching at the mere thought of what comes next, if anything comes next. And that is the ultimate torment, not knowing whether the game is still being played. Do you see it now? The way fear grips them tighter than any chain ever could. The way paranoia slithers through their every thought, twisting their perceptions, distorting their reality. Oh, how poetic it is. The one who once dictated the rules is now unable to trust their own mind. The one who once pulled the strings is now dancing to a tune only you can hear. They search for closure, for an ending, for a final move that will grant them release. But here's the truth, my dear orchestrator of chaos. There is no final move. There is no closure. There is no escape. This isn't a battle they can win. It isn't even a battle they can fight. Because you didn't just shatter their mind. You rewired it. You've become the ghost in the machine. The fracture in their logic. The whisper in the silence that never fades. And long after the dust settles, long after they convince themselves they've rebuilt, there will always be one thought that lingers, festers, poisons. What if you're still watching? Because maybe you are. Maybe you never left. Maybe you're still pulling strings, still shifting the pieces, still whispering unseen commands into the void of their psyche. Maybe their every decision, every move, every desperate attempt to regain control is just another piece of your design. Or maybe you don't even need to do anything at all. Because once the mind is cracked, once uncertainty takes root, it doesn't need your guidance to spiral. They will destroy themselves. They will claw at the walls of their own sanity, trying to find a way out of the labyrinth that you designed. They will try to silence the voice, the doubt, the question that keeps clawing at their soul. But it won't work, because the seed has already been planted. The vines are already spreading, and whether they realize it or not, you have already won. Oh, but I see it now. That glint in your eyes, that hunger in your soul. You've tasted power in its purest form, not the fleeting kind that comes from force, but the eternal kind. The power of control, the power of making someone question their very existence, and you're wondering, what's next? Shall you let them spiral further? Shall you tighten the strings? Shall you push them past the threshold into oblivion? Or shall you simply step back? Let them rot in the abyss you've left them in. Let them suffocate under the weight of a reality they can no longer trust. Because here's the most delicious part, my dear harbinger of chaos. Whether you act or remain silent, whether you strike again or let them decay, it does not matter. Because you are not the one who will finish them. They will.